Today, we're reviewing the gorgeous Monceau handbag from the French brand Ateliers Auguste. But before we get into the review, I have to show this to you guys. This is my Alma bag. I got this bag almost 2 years ago. I got this in the fall of 2024, and this bag has aged beautifully with almost 2 years of wear and tear. You cannot tell that this bag is almost 2 years old. I'll give you a closer look. The leather is in beautiful condition. This is a smooth box calf leather. And when I initially reviewed this bag, I had a few people asking me how the box leather held up because it can be prone to scratches. And I am happy to report that after more than a year and a half of use, there's no scratches on this bag. The leather is still in absolutely phenomenal condition. All of the edge painting is beautiful as well. Another aspect of this bag I was a little worried about was the edge painting on the bottom of the bag, and I was worried that this might chip or peel or have some wear and tear. Happy to report again, zero issues with the edge paint, even on the bottom where the bag sits. And of course, the hardware is another really important point because the hardware is the focal point on this bag. There's no tarnishing on the hardware. This looks beautiful just as it did in 2024. The only thing I would add to my original review of this bag, which I will have linked above as well as at the end of this video, so if you want to see the full review on the Alma, you can watch that next. There was one point when I was reorganizing my closet this year, and I must have left this bag laying down. This lock is a little heavy. It does dip down just ever so slightly in the center of the bag. So that's the only wear and tear I've seen on this bag. If you do store this bag, just definitely be sure to keep the bag in an upright position, of course, on your shelf when you store it. And if you want to be really safe, I would get a couple of air pockets or bubble wrap and just gently stuff the bag so there is some support inside when you have it on its shelf. But other than that, I have been so impressed with this bag, with the leather, the quality of the bag, and the quality of the design. So when Ateliers Auguste reached out to me this year to offer me a gifting collaboration, it was a no-brainer for me to say yes. I was so happy to receive this Monceau handbag. This was gifted from the brand so I could do a review. If you are interested in buying anything from the brand, I do have a 10% off discount code, and that code will be up on the screen. Enter in LulaWest10 for 10% off your order. So thank you so much to Ateliers Auguste. Now let's get into the review of the Monceau handbag. As I mentioned earlier, Ateliers Auguste is a French-based brand. They design their bags in France, and then the bags are manufactured in Italy, and they do source their calfskin leather from Italy as well. And the bag was sent to me in this box. This is the actual shipping box. I just removed the label and the tape from the outside. So this is how the box arrived to me. And when we open it up, you will see it does come with a little bit of paperwork, and all of their bags do include a dust bag. It's this gray drawstring style dust bag, and it says Ateliers Auguste on the front. Let's put this down out of the way. And one thing I do specifically want to mention about the Monceau handbag, when this was shipped to me, the strap was folded up inside the bag. So there were some very light creases in the shoulder strap when I unpacked it and when I took the strap out. What I did was I filled up the bag with my items, and then once I adjusted the strap to my preferred length, I just hung the bag up over a doorknob and I let it sit overnight with my items in the bag. And just the weight of having my items in the bag with it hung over a doorknob overnight, by the next day, all of the folds that were in the strap from it being stored inside the bag were completely gone. So you can see here, there's no folds in the bag. So if you get it and the strap is folded up inside, it's nothing to worry about. All of those creases come out very easily. So this is the Monceau handbag. Again, you see that iconic gold clasp on the front that they include on all of their bags. This is a vertical clasp as opposed to the one on the Alma, which was horizontal. So of course, this is a flap style bag. There's no pocket on the outside. So if we open it up, this is a magnetic closure, and I really love the closure on this bag because it's magnetic. I don't have to fiddle with anything to get in and out of the bag. All I have to do is lower the flap and it just automatically finds the magnet and closes. It's a pretty strong magnet, so I really don't worry about security with this bag. It does stay closed. It's never going to come open on its own. And I do have this bag filled up. So let's take a look at the interior of the bag with everything I have inside. So on the left side of the bag, I have a compact bifold wallet. This is the Lisa wallet from Louis Vuitton. And next to the wallet, also on the left side, I have the 6-key holder from Louis Vuitton. In the middle of the bag, I have the Truce Speedy, again from Louis Vuitton. Just for reference, the Truce Speedy is about 2 inches wide and about 4 inches in length. It's, I believe, about the same length as the mini pochette accessoire, but it's a little bit thicker. And then on the right side of the bag, I have a pack of tissues, I have a compact, and I have a small envelope charm. If you are, again, a Louis Vuitton fan, this is the same size as the small Kirigami pouch, and this is a card holder size pouch. So as you can see, this bag really fits a lot. Now that we have the bag completely empty, you can see that the interior is one large open compartment, and it does feature a microfiber interior lining. There is one slip pocket that's lightly stamped with the brand name Ateliers Auguste. It is a little bit hard to see because the Limoncello seasonal color is a lizard embossed calfskin leather. So again, this is a gorgeous bag. I understand that this beautiful yellow lizard embossed calfskin leather might not be for everyone. If you're more inclined to go for neutrals, there are a really nice variety of neutrals available on the Ateliers Auguste website. Different shades of beige, brown, as well as black and cream. Now let's take a look at the dimensions of this bag and how it looks on the body. I will also compare this to the Alma. The Monceau measures 9.5 inches in length, 7.5 inches in height, and about 2.7 inches in depth. If we're to compare that to the Alma, if we line these up end to end, you can see the Monceau is about 1/2 inch longer. It is mostly taller than the Alma. That's where we get the biggest size difference. Probably 2 to 3 inches taller than the Alma. And in depth, the Alma is actually a little bit wider than the Monceau. As I said before, the Monceau is 2.7 inches in depth. The Alma is about 3.5 inches in depth. So let me show you some mod shots of how the Monceau looks on my 5'8" frame. Okay, so let's do some mod shots. Here I have the Alma and here is the Monceau. And as you can see, this is a much more comfortable length on me. This is the Alma and crossbody. It sits a little high for me. I do prefer the length of this strap. Again, I'm 5 feet 8 inches tall, and this is on the 6th out of 8 settings on this, so I could go 2 more notches longer. And I just wanted to show you this comparison of the 2 bags next to each other. What I would typically do for the Alma is just wear it on my shoulder instead of crossbody. And it is also a great length with the strap doubled up. As you can see, here it is on my shoulder. Now let me adjust the Monceau and show you how that looks on the shortest and longest settings. Here's the bag on the shortest setting, and as you can see, the strap does hang a little bit down over the side of the bag. So this is the shortest setting, and this does work really nicely as a shoulder bag. It's a little bit of a long shoulder, and this is how it looks compared to the Alma. Here is the strap on the longest setting. As you can see, there's one hole at the very end of the strap, but there's not enough length there to really use that hole. So this is the longest setting up here. And let's put it on my shoulder first. As you can see, it's quite low. So if you're on the taller side, like 6 foot or above, this would probably be a good setting for you. And crossbody, again, this goes pretty low. This is right down at my hip. So again, if you're on the taller side, you could probably definitely wear this crossbody and it would fit. So these are all of the lengths and the modeling shots of the Monceau handbag. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please like or hype this video. And if you're not yet subscribed, click that subscribe button for more handbag reviews and comparisons. If you have any other bags from Ateliers Auguste, I would love for you to comment below with your experiences with their bags. Don't forget, I do have a discount code LulaWest10, which you can enter at checkout for 10% off your order. Thank you so much once again for watching, and as always, I'll leave another video up here for you to watch next. I'll see you in the next one.